providing weapons to Russia for use on the battlefield to attack grain silos and the heating infrastructure of major cities as we head into winter, to try to conquer territory that belongs to another sovereign nation, this is not going to reflect well on North Korea, and they will pay a price for this.
In a unified stance, the national security advisors of the United States, South Korea, and Japan have issued a compelling call to action. Their shared concern, the pressing need for a robust international effort to thwart North Korea's advancements in nuclear weapons, missiles, and military collaboration with other nations as apprehensions grow regarding North Korea's alleged arm transfers to Russia. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is rapidly advancing his nuclear and missile program, showcasing an interestingly escalatory nuclear doctrine that sanctions the preemptive use of nuclear weapons. In response to North Korea's escalating nuclear and missile activities, the United States, alongside its Asian allies, is amplifying the visibility of their trilateral security cooperation in the region. This collective effort includes bolstering joint military exercises, a move that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un vehemently criticizes, branding them as invasion rehearsals. The trio underscored the importance of reiterating North Korea's obligations under various UN Security Council resolutions. These resolutions explicitly demand North Korea's denuclearization and prohibit any weapons trade with other nations. A statement read, and I quote, "We agreed to strengthen coordination among the three countries to secure the international community's strict implementation of the UN Security Council resolutions." North Korea defends its rights to launch spy satellites, citing the purpose of monitoring US and South Korean military activities and bolstering the perceived threat of its nuclear-capable missiles. The international community's response and the sanctions imposed are central to the ongoing discussions surrounding North Korea's strategic moves. During a joint news conference, Jake Sullivan, representing the United States, highlighted the collective commitment to addressing North Korea's cybercrimes, cryptocurrency money laundering, and attempts to circumvent international sanctions. Sullivan stressed the persistent threat North Korea poses to international and regional peace and security. Separate bilateral talks between Sullivan, Cho Tae-young, South Korea's National Security Office Director, and Taiko Akiba, Japan's National Security Secretariat Secretary General, also took place, where at a dinner reception, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol emphasized the importance of building an August summit with President Joe Biden and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, where they pledged to deepen security and economic cooperation. Addressing recent developments, Sullivan expressed support for South Korea's decision to partially suspend a 2018 inter-Korean military agreement. As these diplomatic conversations unfold, we delve into the intricacies of the discussions, assessments of North Korea's recent satellite launch, and efforts to address cyber theft activities and invasion of international sanctions. Stay tuned for comprehensive coverage of the evolving dynamics in the Korean Peninsula and the collaborative strategies employed by the US, South Korea, and Japan.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.